Okay, I'm building a 3/4 scale BC Rich, not 3/4 scale, I meant 34. Okay, I'm building a 34-inch scale BC Rich. You can see it in our show. I just showed it before, just like as a husk. But I've added the individual bridge pickups. I mean the bridge hardware. Haven't done the pickups yet. Have a neck here from an old American-made crummy precision copy. I've installed the neck tuners and sanded off the other color. There was a color there. Now you can see the actual wood. It actually came out pretty nice. So now I just got to install the pickups and see how it comes out. Look at the back here. Here's the back. See? It's like nice wood. See? And that is that. BC Rich 34-inch scale. Apparently these are 32-inch because I ran out of space, because from the nut, the 12th fret to the nut is 17 inches, making it 34. And if you put the bridge where the screws are in the body, it makes it about a 32. So that's why I did the individual hardware. See you later. Okay, I'm back again. I had to make a slight modification. The distances between the bridge saddles were a little off. So my only suggestion is, when you're doing individual saddles, try and get it so that you put the E and your G string on like so that the distance between the nut and the edge of the fretboard remains consistent all the way down the line when depressed. So if I press this string, naturally, see that the spacing is about the same from the nut to the edge all the way down the length of the neck. And same thing with the E string. See, if I press down anywhere on the E, this distance here remains consistent all the way down the length of the neck. So I remove the middle two. I remove the A and the D. I'm just going to make a slight modification. But you can see what's going on here. Turned out pretty nice though. Like I said, I removed the paint from the original neck. So now there's this nice brown wood there. Put on some Fender style tuners. Genuine Fender hold down there. I'm going to add some strap locks and some other things to it. Here's the original plate, neck plate. Nice wood on the back here. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a brownish wood, and you could actually see the grain. So we'll see how it sounds when we're all done. And next step is get the distances on the bridge saddles correct. Okay, I'm back again. Here, I got the bridge saddles on. Had to kind of hang them off the edge a little to make the 34 inches. Because like I said before, the BC Rich seems to be a 32-inch base. And I put a full scale neck on there. So from the nut to the bridge it was 17, which means from the 12th fret to the saddle should be 34 inches on your E string. So I didn't quite have enough room, so these are just hanging off slightly, but still looks cool. Next is I gotta get the pickups in. Still got an empty shell, but actually it sounds like it'll ring out pretty good. Good intonation. Needs a little height adjustment too. Got a little buzz, but once it's all set, it should be good. We will try it out and see what happens. Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to put the pickups in now. These are DiMarzio patent applied for PAF pickups. They look like I think they were from the 70s or something. They originally had the tan covers. So I had some black covers lying around. And they're already wired, so I could just grab the 2 wires. And I'm going to stick them down the hole there to the control panels. And I'm gutting them out of this fender here. I think this was like an 80s Fender or something. It was a little ugly, but it was pretty nice sounding. Whatever the wood was in the body was awesome, but just a little ugly. But I might decide to hang on to the body or sell it, whatever, just so I can get this thing working. And it had a aftermarket neck on it, but I figured I got kind of bored with it, so I'm just working on this project here. So we'll see what happens. Should be good. Here, these pickups are ancient, but they sounded very good. They're DiMarzio patent apply for. They originally had the tan covers. I'm guessing they were from the 70s or 80s, but they're very heavy. They have the heavy magnets, and they sound really good. Because I stripped them out of my Fender Jazz project. We'll see how they sound in this one. Here I'm ready to mount the pickups in the bass. I found this spongy tape stuff from another bass, from my donor bass. It's pretty cool stuff. It's like tape, but it's really spongy. Otherwise, you usually have to cut a piece of foam or do something to mount your pickups in the guitar. So that's what I'm using. And see, I have the bridges mounted. They're all the proper distances now. The only thing I'm going to have to worry about is grounding, because normally the original bridge was here and the grounding wire went under the bridge, so maybe I'll make a wire that splits into 4 things so that every string is grounded. But that'll come next. Alright, got my pickups in. And when you're installing your pickups, just be careful you don't pierce the wires with your mounting screws. And I had to thread it through the control panel hole here. And I added a little bit of lead wire so I have room to work. But next comes the potentiometers, the pots. So I had some from an old bass that I'm going to use, and we'll see if they work. Alright, I'm using a single pot configuration. So the wire going into your pickup goes in the center pole of the pot. See, it goes all the way back. I added some lead wire to the pickup. And then the other one goes to ground. So see, it's the other one, the other lead to the pickup gets soldered right to the back of the pot. And that's it. And there's already a wire attached for the jack. So one end was in the in position 1 on the pot, and the other side of the ground side, the casing side of the jack, was soldered to the body of the pot also. And we will try it out after we string this baby up. Okay, all done stringing it back up. And strings look straight. Got my pickups in. The bridges are all intonated properly. I got my electronics in. I'm doing the 1 pot and a jack. Even though the jack hole on the bottom is, I'm just going to leave that open. So I'm going for simplicity here. I just want this to be like totally sound badass. And got my own configuration. I want to build the baddest Warlock ever. Just kidding. It's just inexpensive project. And very time consuming. But I think because the vintage pickups and I got like really nice strings. They're like some kind of high-end round wounds I bought a while back. Got them off my jazz bass. I think they're D'Addario's. DiMarzios and D'Addario's should sound pretty mean. I'll give it a shot. And might be some grounding issues because I didn't ground it fully yet. Like I said, there's the wires come out of the control panel here, and I probably have to individually wire them up to the saddles because normally that wire goes underneath the bridge. But I have this configuration, so I'll give it a shot.